Hello guys, and welcome back once again to the part 2 of the overview for introduction to Microsoft Excel for beginners. Alright, so with this section we'll be looking at getting started. So we'll be looking at creating a new workbook, saving the workbook, opening existing workbook, as well as adding, deleting and renaming cells, inserting and deleting columns and rows. Now, without wasting much time, go straight ahead to the first point of our lesson. So the first thing we're looking at is creating a new workbook. Alright, creating a new workbook. So the assumption we are going to take is that we are assuming we already have Microsoft Excel installed or Microsoft Office installed on our machine. So we locate our Microsoft Excel and we launch it. Now, for example, if we have this interface and we want to create a new workbook, alright, and that's what we'll be doing. So to create a new workbook, we simply use the keyboard shortcut Control N. Alright, Control N. But I think with that, it's possible we might easily forget that one. So the traditional way we all know is by going to our file here, right, and from file we can see new, right, so we can just hit on new. Then go to new, that's the backstage of Excel, right? You can see new here now, a blank sheet, and you also have several templates over here that we can download from. Now if these templates match with whatever we are doing, we can just select one of them and work within it. So we just massage some of the figures and use it to our benefit. However, if you are looking to open a new sheet, that's a blank sheet, then we can just click on this to open a new sheet for us. All right, now apart from that, let's also explore some of the templates. So even here you can see some of the templates over here, right? But let me go to new and see the other ones that I can get. Okay, so let me use this loan amortization schedule. All right, so you can see immediately I hit on the templates, right? I get this template in Microsoft Excel where I can massage these templates to fit into whatever I'm doing. So for example, if I'm looking to do an loan amortization schedule, I can come here, enter my loan amount, my interest rate, my loan period, all right, and everything has been entered in the templates. All right, so let me show my formula bar and go through some of the formulas. All right, so let's just use this template. Let's play around this template for some minutes, then we continue to analyze. So let's say I have a loan amount of 10,000, an interest rate of 6.7%, now a loan period of 5 years, number of payments per year. So let's say payments are made semi-annually, right? So 2 times. Then loan start date, so basically start from 2020. Another optional payment, nothing, right? Now you see that immediately we enter this data. Sorry, so you can see that immediately we input this details, we can get amortization schedule done for us. So with these templates, they already have pre-entered formulas in them, right? So we can see these computations over here. Okay, oh, my date is 1905, so let me just change it to 2020. All right, so you can see the changes made down here, and that's our amortization schedule. All right, so that's not what we need, but we just wanted to see how we go about with it. All right, so I'll just close this workbook and don't save. All right, so in opening a new workbook, so with the keyboard shortcut, we have Control N. All right, Control N. So by hitting Control N, automatically we get a blank workbook. All right, so we have to take note that if we are looking forward to explore templates, then we can go to the backstage of Excel and do that. However, if we want to open a new workbook or a blank workbook, that's where we can use the keyboard shortcut Control N. Now the next one is saving a document. Now saving a document in Excel is just like saving a document in Microsoft Word, all right, or in other Word documents. Now the traditional way, or what we all know, is by hitting our our file, then we locate our save over here. Now we use save if you are saving the document we use save as if you are saving the document for the first time, then subsequently we can use save to also achieve the same results. Then the keyboard shortcut for also doing that is the Ctrl+S. Alright, now opening an existing workbook. Now in opening an existing workbook, let's assume you've worked in an Excel file, right, in previous days, and once we're working with a new workbook, we wanted to maybe capture some data from there or copy some data from that cell we worked on previous days. Instead of going back to our file explorer, alright, instead of coming to our file explorer to search for that file, we can easily come to file and go to open, alright, to locate that file over here. Alright, now however, to achieve or to complete that task also faster, we can use Ctrl O, alright, to open the backstage. So you can see that one also here, so we take note of that one also. Now the next one we'll be looking at is adding, renaming and deleting cells. Okay, now when it comes to adding adding, deleting and renaming sheets. Now when it comes to adding sheets, right, adding sheets in Excel, so when you come to the down here, right, we can see a plus sign over here, and even when we hover over it, you can see new sheets. So we just click on it to get a new sheet. So as you can see, sheet 2. Alright, we can click on it to get new sheets. Alright, nonetheless, we can also use the keyboard shortcut. Alright, so we can also use the keyboard shortcut Shift plus F11. Alright, so we can also use Shift plus F11 to add new sheets to our workbook. So when I come here, so Shift F11, right, you can see new sheets being added. Okay, and that's how we can go about that one also. Now when we want to delete a specific sheet also or rename it, we just select that sheet, then we can double click, we can right click on it and select rename, right. However, we can, by clicking on it and this pop-up dialog box appearing, you can just click on these letters. So you can see for delete, D is underlined, right, so immediately you hit D, that cell is deleted, right. And with the rename, it's R, immediately we hit R, then it's selected and we can type the name over there, right. However, we can just bring our cursor here and delete, bring our cursor here and delete. When it comes to renaming also, by hitting on it and the pop-up menu appears, you can just press letter R, right, and type the name you want, maybe this fast. Okay, right, and that's how we do it, renaming cells also. Now to chip this one also in, assuming we have these tons of cells, right, we have this number of cells and we have to move within cells, right. So from getting started, I want to go back to my data or go to the first sheet. Now instead of also using our mouse to locate the sheet and by clicking on it, we can also use Ctrl plus page up and down to move within this sheet. So Ctrl page up gets me back to the data sheet, then Ctrl page down gets me back to getting started, to sheet 5 and to sheet 4. Alright, so you also take note of that one. That's Ctrl and page up and down. Now with inserting and deleting columns and rows also, we'll be using this data. Oh sorry, the data is in, so let me copy the data so that we can work with it. Alright, hold on. Okay, so I have my data here. Alright, now we will be using this to learn how we can add rows and columns as well as deleting these rows and columns. Okay, now to add rows and columns, we select where we want to. So for example, if I want to select a column between JE stores and JE code and stores, what I have to do is I have to select column B, because whenever we insert a column, the column is inserted to the left of the column that we highlighted, of the column that we selected, right? So here I just right click and select insert, and you can see a new column is inserted. All right, then for the rows also, we also have to take note that the rows are inserted above the selected column, right? So if you want a column between JE code I2246 and I1811, then we can select I1811, right click and select insert, and you can see a new row being inserted. However, to achieve this task also effectively, we can use the keyboard shortcut Control plus and Control minus, right? So Control plus and Control minus. Now for Control plus, that's for inserting, and Control minus for deleting. So for example, just like where we inserted the column between JE code and column stores, I select stores and I hold Control. Now for mine, all right, I don't have the numeric part of the keyboard because I'm using how do you call it, I have a smaller keyboard. So I hold Control Shift my equal to sign, because my plus sign is a second key to the equal to sign. So Control Shift equal to, then I get my new column inserted. And same for the row also, Control Shift plus, my row is inserted. If I want to delete it, I use the Control and minus sign, and for the column, so I select the column I want to delete, then Control and minus sign. Okay, so this is what we covered in the part 2 of the overview. Right now, the part 3 of this lesson will be uploaded soon, and we entreat everyone to make sure to subscribe to the channel in order not to miss any of our tutorials. Now, this is a journey that we are all going through, and we want everyone, by the end of this tutorial, by the end of this journey, we want everyone to be very acquainted. That's why we are starting from the very basic of Excel, all right, so that we can move along with that perfectly. All right, so thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.